Last year I died, literally put to rest. But my heart kept pumping. I could feel it in my chest. And my brain kept running. It was running through the test. And my lungs got heavy. And I ran out of breath. And I knew it was time. It was time for my death. See, everything I loved and known came to a halt. Whether it was good or bad, I knew it was my fault. But see, God was protecting me. I was his safekeep. He was my vault. All those years I kept running, I eventually got caught. All those lessons I had was like I never was taught. See, I was in too deep with homosexuality. Thought it was no getting out, so I made it my reality. Jordan, snapback, suspenders, and bow ties. Yeah, I was fly. But underneath all those clothes was a loud cry. Because see, the devil was testing me, but God was blessing me. So I'm confused in the middle, like, is this the life for me? And so I began to live, accepted the biggest sin there is, had girls with pretty curls, took a shot, threw it back, made it rain, did all that. Did it for so long, this lifestyle to me no longer felt wrong. Until one day I heard God speak, heard him loud and clear, but because of fear, I turned my back without a peek. Every year, I was ignoring God's call. He wanted me to walk by faith, but I continued to just crawl. And I ran and I hid from warning sign, from warning sign, from warning sign, like I didn't see them, as if I was blind. But then my lungs got heavy and I ran out of breath. And I knew it was time. It was time for my death. Ephesians 4:22. For you must get rid of the old self that made you live as you did. That person that had you running from the Lord, that person who hid. Get rid of the old self, the one that's stubborn, childish, a kid. Get rid of the old self, knock them right off the grid. For the old self that is being destroyed by deceitful desires. God saved you once from burning, but you continue to play with fire. What you holding on to? Get rid of that old attire. This is not a joke. I'm not Richard Pryor. It's time to go to work. Let's get down to the wire. Put your faith in the Lord. I promise he'll take you higher. He is your qualifier, your multiplier, and your purifier. He is your purifier. Sometimes you need a boost. He'll be your amplifier. Sometimes you're going to cry. He'll be your pacifier. Sometimes you're going to feel like you don't have enough in you to move on. He'll be your supplier. It's all a part of growing and building his empire. Ephesians 4:24. For the heart and mind must be made completely new. You must put on a new self. So when the old self died, the new self resurrected. You were born into sin, not to be neglected. You were born to win, not to be rejected. God qualifies those whom he called. You was already selected. And your friends start acting funny, so I'm warning you to expect it. But with God on your side, you're protected. And the devil got plans for you, so be ready to dissect it. Listen, your story is a living testimony to some. Their lives will be affected. And for all those people who had a problem with your change, don't have a choice but to respect it. Welcome to the new you, resurrected. Let's go. Thank you, God. Glory to God. That's no.